Church of God, Holy Land. I didn't want to say anything before, but when my brother was talking about snakes, and I like, okay, I shared it when a little bit of it when we were having our Sunday school. Last Friday, that was the last Friday when I was preparing to come for the program, our workers program and all that. I went to my car in the morning just to check the water and all those, And behold, like I said, I opened the bonnet of my car and I saw a big cat live, 9:15 a.m. I mean, a big cat live. I mean, I just opened it and he just looked at me and he just jumped out. And I froze. I was just looking at I was just looking at the cat for like 2 minutes. The cat looked at me and he ran away. I just froze. I didn't know what to say. I didn't, Okay. So I didn't even bother to check anything again. I just, pulled down my bonnet and then I came to church. That was on Friday. On Saturday, it was still the same vehicle we used for evangelism, myself, Brother David, and then. So on Sunday, I was to travel with my mother, and when I got to her place by 6 a.m., because we needed to leave very early so that we can come back. And immediately, I started the car. My mother said, Femi, your car is making noise. I said, Mommy, you have started again. You're always hearing noise. Enter this motor, make it go. I mean, it's a big car. I'm used to hearing noises, different types of noise. I mean, it's a truck, and, it's not it's not compartmentalized like where she said, I'm hearing a funny noise. So we traveled. We went to Ogun State, went for a program. As we were coming back, we left there at about 4 p.m. I checked my Google map and I realized that there was traffic on the Lagos-Ibadan Express Road. So I decided to pass Shagamu, that's the Benin Ore, so that I will come in through Epe, because she stays in Shangotedo here. And so it was getting late, and I started firing the car. I was doing 120, 140, and I dropped her. As I got to Shangotedo, a friend of mine called me and said he wanted me to assist him to carry a tank, a very big water tank. So we went to Ogombo, Lekki Scheme Phase, to carry the tank. As he was about to enter the car, he now said, Uncle Femi, I'm hearing a noise in your car. I said, that was what Mommy told me some few hours ago. I said, no problem. And I carried the tank. As we were coming back, as he stays in Abraham Adesoya, as I wanted to enter, Abraham Adesoya, I wanted to swipe the card. The card didn't move again. I started noticing it from Ogombo. So when we got to the gates, I now realized that even from Ogombo, I was telling him, I said, I can't control my tire. I said, there's something wrong with the tires. So when we got to Abraham Adesoya, I now realized the car didn't just move again. There's a bump before the barrier. So immediately I climbed the bump just to swipe the card for the barrier to go off. The car just stopped. As I was trying to move, it was not going. I said, what's wrong with this car? So I checked the tires. Is my wheel coming off? I don't understand. So my friend now used his hand to strengthen the tire. So the steering was controlling the left-hand side of the tire, while the right-hand side was not, being controlled again. So the car slept there that night. And in the morning, I started remembering what happened on Friday. I said, okay, this is the evidence or manifestation of these people. So on Friday, when the mechanic came and we're losing the tire, and he said, sir, he said, this thing is not supposed to go out like this. He said, how did you drive this car? And I told the mechanic, I said, if I told you where I was coming from with this car yesterday, and I called my mother screamed, she came. I said, Mommy, come and see how God delivered you and I. You noticed this noise, and that probably in fact, it was God. It was God. I thank God for Johnny mercies. And I was like, Femi, I told you were speeding too much. I said, Mommy, that road is a kidnapper's route. I can't have this type of car and be driving like, you know. So I was doing 120, 140, and that noise was boo, 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 boo. And I didn't know that my wheel was about to go off. And God preserved my tire till when I got to Abraham Adesoya. And the mechanic said, sir, you would have landed, he said, with this type of truck, you would have landed in the bush. He said, when things like this happen, we go inside the bush to retrieve the car. And God, we live the lives of the people in God's hands. I want to thank God for Johnny Mercies, that I was not involved in any accident, that despite all the nonsense the kingdom of darkness planned, because I know that was, despite all the nonsense, I wouldn't have been in church today and probably would have been calling mommy and calling, my loved ones. I'm in the hospital. God preserved me and I can see the month of September. Glory be to God.